Alright guys, we're going to do a video today on installing affordable SeaDek. I bought this particular adhesive foam on Amazon. It was $65 a roll, and each roll is 90 inches by 32 inches. So that's actually quite a big roll, and I think I figured the math out. 2 rolls, or rather 1 3/4 of a roll, would do my entire 15-foot drift boat. Alright, so this is what I've done. These foam rolls come rolled up in box just like this, and so naturally when you take it out of the box, they have a memory to them. They want to roll up. So what I did is I laid it all out on the deck here, put some boards on top, some heavy weights on top of that, and just let it sit for about an hour so that it doesn't have as much of a memory. This is going to let me lay my templates down and cut it much more manageably as opposed to it rolling up on me. So you can see another downside to this particular foam is you can only get them in 30-inch wide rolls. So you can see here I've taped 2 of them together. This will give me the widest part of my deck is, I believe, 52 inches. So that will allow me, taping 2 together will allow me to put a template down and only have 1 seam down the middle with all my trimmings done on either side and only 1 seam down the middle. The bow deck will be on one end and the stern deck will be on the other, and I might have a couple trimmings in the middle to do a couple other spots. To do differently this time, instead of cutting my edges flush with the corner of the boat, I try to leave a little bit extra so that I can push it down and kind of curl it up against the edge here. And this might take a little bit of extra work and getting it to bend just right, but it's hard to see in the camera. But you can see how it curls up right here against the side of the boat. My idea is this will help prevent dirt from getting in underneath, because the last time I put foam down, I left a little bit of a gap so it fit nicely on the bottom, but that crack was a source of a lot of dirt got in there, and it crept in and over time got underneath the adhesive and worked its way up. So my idea is to leave a little extra around the edges here so that I can kind of adhere it to the side, and any dirt that washes down here won't get stuck in corners and work its way under. That's my idea, at least. We'll see if it works out or not. That's fitting quite nice. Might have to do a little trimming back here, but again, I saved a little extra for the corners. I think that's going to work out. Only thing left to do now is get some adhesive and start gluing. Alright guys, it's dark now, but I got all my patterns cut out and I am now applying the adhesive. You can see this is DAP contact cement. I put a coat on the boat, and I've got another coat on the backs of these mats. And I'm gonna let that tack up, and then I'm gonna do another coat on each and then glue them together. And that should give me a very good, solid, continuous bond throughout the whole bottom of that mat. So I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod and let you watch me do the other side here. Alright, so while that side's stacking up, guys, this is pretty much there. I'm going to go ahead and put another coat down and adhere this end to the boat. Putting this first layer down just kind of fills in the gaps, and it's going to give me a nice firm bond when I put that second coat on. Here we go. Get the edges really good. It's already sticking really well. Hasn't even set up yet. Looks good though, real clean. You can see on that side how the edges kind of curl up, like I was saying. So hopefully the water, instead of running to the edge and getting up underneath, it just kind of curls down and dumps into the middle of the boat. That's the plan, at least. All right, guys, I got most of it in. Just gonna give you a quick look. Still some work to be done tomorrow. You can see I've got one strip left right here. The 90 inches side by side wasn't quite long enough to do the whole boat deck, so I got to cut a strip for that spot. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm soaking sweat. I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Check back with you guys in the morning. All right, so this is going to be the final and probably most intricate, hardest to fit piece, because it's got such a curve to it, and all this decking is straight line. It's a little bit harder to cut at curves. So what I'm going to do is make a stencil or a pattern with the Scotch tape, make a nice thick Scotch tape pattern, peel it up, and then I'm going to stick it down onto a piece of matting and cut it, just trace around it and cut it. And I always cut like a 1/4 inch wider than what my stencil is. That gives me a little bit of room to trim later on. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. See, with this tape, I can kind of guide it along the edge as the, call this the tray. I usually use it for storing baits. Sometimes I'll walk on it. It is sturdy enough to walk on. But a lot of times it just gets filled up with baits throughout the day. There we go. There's our stencil. Alright, so that's what it looks like after cutting it out. I'm just going to remove the tape now. That method worked pretty good, using the tape to get that curve correct. And there we go. That'll go on the tray. All right, so we are just finishing up now. I've got the last two pieces right there cut out and got the first layer of contact cement going down. That's gonna be the front deck. It's gonna be one piece, got contact cement drying there, doing a coat on each and then another coat to glue them. And then we got this tray here. That's gonna be the other piece. So this tray here, normally I use to store baits while I'm sitting in the rowing seat. I'll have some baits laid out here, and I can, you know, change clients' lures out really quickly with just a selection of baits that I throw on the side of the boat here. But I also walk on this from time to time. I'll use it to walk to the back of the boat and vice versa. And it's a really sturdy ledge there, and having seafoam on it, said why not? I've got extra, so why not? So we're gonna do that, and then that's gonna be basically it. Everything's gonna have a nice, comfortable, clean foam deck on it. Again, guys, this is the glue that I'm using. It's called Weldwood Contact Cement. It's made for porous and non-porous surfaces. All right, y'all, I'm all done with the new decking for the drift boat. I think it looks pretty good. Everything looks real clean. It's on there real good. The adhesive feels super, super secure. And I'm happy. I'm real happy with it. It looks great. I think clients are gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like it. It's easy on the feet. It's quiet. That's another awesome benefit. If you drop something or if you're walking around, it dampens the noise that we put into the water because you're walking on foam. So yeah, just figured I'd show you all this little installation I did. $130 total is what I spent. Took probably about 6 hours to do the project, and this is a 15.5-foot boat with quite a bit of deck space. I mean, you can see there's quite a bit of deck space. I did not have enough to do the rear deck here. I just kind of pieced together a few little chunks there to stand on, but did get the front deck. Front deck is fully done, and it looks great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it educational, or maybe you want to do this to your boat. And if that's the case, I will leave all the links in the description to where I got the foam from on Amazon, as well as the contact cement that I used to glue it down with. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all out there.